Hello and welcome to another installment of the Lippitt House Spotlight series. Very happy to have you here today. And I want to talk about one of the artifacts that we have here, and that is a census record from 1875. Now, a census can tell us lots of interesting information, including who could vote and who could not vote. So in 1875, who could not vote in the House? Well, none of the women could vote. That would have been Mrs. Mary Ann Lippitt, her eldest daughter, as well as the servants who lived here. In fact, women in Rhode Island would not have had the right to vote until 45 years later when the 19th Amendment was finally passed. Who else could not vote? The Lippitt's 18-year-old son could not. The voting age was still 21 back then and would not be lowered to 18 until the protests against the Vietnam War in our lifetime. So who could vote? There were 3 adult men who could vote here, who were U.S. born. That's Mr. Henry Lippitt, his eldest son Charles, as well as one of the servants, William Mason, who was born in Maryland. However, they would have had to pay a $1 registry tax, and they would have had to prove that they had $134 worth of property, something that we certainly do not have to do today. Interestingly, in the 1850s, Rhode Island was noted as one of the states that had the least restrictive voting rights for African Americans. However, Native Americans probably were not able to vote, as Native Americans were not guaranteed citizenship until the next century. I hope you found this walk through some of Rhode Island's voting rights history and the Lippitt House interesting. And if you want to learn more, I encourage you to go to our website and to our women's suffrage page. We have a really fascinating timeline of voting rights there. And we also encourage you to be an active citizen and participant in our democracy this year and participate in the upcoming election. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you will stay tuned for future spotlights, and thank you.